Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a cosmic mystery that has astronomers buzzing. We're talking about a visitor from the depths of space. A comet that promised a spectacular show, but then decided to change its script. Get ready to explore the fascinating story of Comet 3I Atlas. So, picture this, as early 2020. Astronomers using the Atlas survey in Hawaii spot a faint smudge of light moving against the backdrop of distant stars. They name it C 2019 Y4. It quickly earns the nickname Atlas. What made Atlas so special? Well, its orbit was incredibly similar to the Great Comet of 1844. This led to a thrilling theory. Could Atlas be a fragment of that legendary comet? If so, it might put on a similar, breathtaking display as it neared the sun. As Atlas journeyed inward, excitement grew with every observation. It was brightening at a phenomenal rate, far faster than most comets. Projections were wild. Some predicted it could become bright enough to be seen with the naked eye, maybe even during the daytime. The astronomical community and stargazers worldwide were on the edge of their seats. It felt like we were counting down to one of the most brilliant celestial events in decades. The stage was set. The audience was waiting, and Atlas was hurtling toward its moment in the spotlight. But space is full of surprises, and comets are notoriously unpredictable. Just as the anticipation reached its peak, something strange started to happen. In early April 2020, observers noticed that Atlas had stopped brightening. In fact, it started to fade. What was going on? Had our star performer developed stage fright? The truth, it turned out, was far more dramatic. High-resolution images, including some from the Hubble Space Telescope, soon revealed the stunning reality. Comet Atlas was breaking apart. The immense gravitational forces from the sun, combined with the intense solar radiation, were proving too much for its fragile nucleus. The single point of light we had been tracking was disintegrating into a ghostly chain of smaller fragments. It was like watching a cosmic ice cube shatter in slow motion. The dream of a great, bright comet was dimming before our very eyes. So, why did this happen? Comets are often described as dirty snowballs. They're a loose collection of ice, dust, and rock left over from the formation of our solar system. The nucleus of a comet isn't a solid, sturdy boulder. It's more like a crumbly aggregate held together by frozen gases. As Atlas got closer to the sun, these ices began to vaporize violently, a process called sublimation. This process is what creates the beautiful coma and tail we associate with comets. But for Atlas, this process was too vigorous. The rapid outgassing likely caused the nucleus to spin faster and faster, building up rotational stress. Think of a spinning top that starts to wobble uncontrollably. Eventually, the centrifugal forces overwhelmed the weak structural integrity of the nucleus, and it simply flew apart. The countdown to a brilliant spectacle had turned into a countdown to its complete disintegration. It wasn't changing its path in the way we'd hoped. It was ceasing to exist as a single object. The breakup of Comet Atlas provided a treasure trove of data for scientists. Watching a comet disintegrate up close is a rare opportunity. By studying the fragments and how they spread out, astronomers can learn more about the internal structure and composition of cometary nuclei. It helps us understand what these primordial building blocks of the solar system are really made of. Is the ice layered? Is the rock distributed evenly? The death of Atlas gave us a unique autopsy of a celestial body. Each fragment continued along a similar orbit. They were now smaller, fainter, and releasing their gas and dust much more quickly instead of one brilliant point of light. We were left with a faint, elongated smudge that quickly faded from view. It was a poignant reminder of the delicate and ephemeral nature of these cosmic visitors. They travel for thousands, even millions of years from the outer reaches of the solar system, only to meet their end in a final, brilliant burst of activity. This event also highlights the incredible challenge of predicting comet behavior. We can calculate their orbits with amazing precision, but forecasting their brightness is another story. It all depends on the unknown properties of their nucleus, its size, its rotation, its composition, and its structural strength. Each comet is an individual with its own personality, and Atlas proved to be one of the most dramatic and unpredictable characters we've seen in a while. So, did we ever get to see it? Well, not in the way we had hoped. By the time Atlas reached its closest point to Earth and the Sun, it was a diffuse, ghostly cloud, invisible to the naked eye. The grand show was canceled, but in its place, we got a different kind of spectacle, a front row seat to the powerful forces that shape our solar system. We witnessed the life cycle of a comet play out in real time, from its promising youth to its dramatic demise. The story of 3i Atlas is a perfect example of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the cosmos. It's a tale of high hopes, unexpected turns, and incredible science. It reminds us that even when things don't go as planned, there are always new discoveries to be made and new lessons to be learned. The universe rarely gives us exactly what we expect, and honestly, that's what makes it so exciting to explore. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the rise and fall of Comet Atlas. It's a fascinating story, isn't it? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the cosmos, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more space adventures. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Until next time, keep looking up.